For those of you who don't know, I'm Maggie, and today we have a ton of empty products to talk about. So products that I've used all the way up. I have very strong thoughts and feelings. I understand if I want to repurchase them or not. And I feel like these videos in general are just really helpful and informational because it's not like I just got the product 5 minutes ago and think it's great and then my mind's gonna change later. My mind is pretty much made up by the time I finish this product. So let's dive right in. And the first one is actually this little trial size. This is the Black Tea Firming Corset Cream for face and neck from Fresh. And I got this in a sample at some point. I honestly don't know. But what I do periodically is that if I run out of a product and I'm waiting for it to be delivered, I'll go grab like a trial size that I have stashed away in my little travel cosmetics area, and I'll try to use that up before the other product comes in. So then that way I'm not letting travel products expire. And because I now travel with these little refillable Cadence capsules, I know that I don't necessarily need travel size products on hand, so I can, anyway, use them up before they go bad. That's basically the moral of the story. So that's what I did with this. I will say this didn't last super long. I probably got 2 weeks of nighttime moisturizing out of this product, but one thing I've learned over the years is that my face really loves Fresh products. And I'm talking like all of them. I have not tried a Fresh product that my skin didn't like, but I've never purchased a full-size product from them. I don't know what it is, I just never think about it, and I'm always very, very impressed when I use it. So this is a great, very thick nighttime moisturizer that I felt like really plumped my skin overnight. I don't know if it did much in the way of firming like it says that it's supposed to, but that's not my biggest skincare concern at this stage in my life, so that's okay. I'm not gonna like knock it for that. All right, this next product is a lotion. This comes from Roche-Posay. This is the Lipicar Balm AP Plus Intense Repair Moisturizing Cream. And I really, really like this lotion. I honestly still have a little bit of the product left that I'm gonna have to figure out how to scrape out of this bottle, because one thing I've learned about myself lately is that I don't like lotions that come in pumps, because I feel like once you get down to about like right here, it is really difficult to get the product out because it's all built up around the sides and you can't actually get the little pump tube to suck up the product. And so then I end up opening it up and I'm like scraping the sides with this thing. It's just a hassle, and I feel like a lot of product gets wasted. That really stinks because I want to see if this product comes in a squeezy tube, because I loved the lotion in general, which is truly what matters. And I felt like this was such a thick cream, but it sank into your skin really fast. This is one of those exception lotions where you can put it on and you don't feel super duper greasy for long. It sinks into the skin really nicely, but it doesn't disappear. You actually have this like really beautiful kind of sheen to your skin, not in like a greasy way, but in just like a healthy, dewy, moisturized skin way. I don't know how to describe it. So I loved using this in the summer, especially when you see more of your shoulders and your neck and everything, but it is a very good, hardworking lotion in the winter months when your skin probably needs it the most, when things are really dry, you're running your heat all the time. So I give this an A++. I just don't like the packaging. So if you know if it comes in a squeezy tube, let me know. I'm definitely gonna do research because these pumps are annoying. The next product I'm really sad to see that I'm out of. This is the Lujo Bar Eucalyptus Shower Steamers. Think about this as the showers version of a bath bomb, because it has the exact same texture, but instead of being like a round ball that you plop into your bath and it dissolves over time, this is basically cut in half. So it has a flat bottom, a rounded top, and you put this in your shower where the water stream kind of hits. And as that steam kind of builds up in your shower, it diffuses this really good eucalyptus smell. So lately, when I've been really sniffly and we've had a lot of weather changes, and just in the winter, I'm always struggling with my sinuses, this was awesome. The smell of this was actually more menthol-y than I thought it would be. It wasn't just pure eucalyptus, but I feel like if you are a big fan of Vicks Vapor Rub, you would probably really like this, because it kind of gives you that same like instant gratification of that, you know, opening of the sinuses kind of feel, but in your shower. So I don't know, just a very nice spa-like experience. Okay, this sat in my shower for a really long time, and I'm looking at this like trying to make out the name, and I can't read it. Let me look it up on my phone. This is the Hydrating Gel to Cream Cleanser, and this is part of their Defense line. Now this is probably my like 4th or 5th bottle of this. Y'all have heard me preach about Paula's Choice cleansers and how effective they are dry, getting all the makeup off, making your face feel clean without stripping it of all of its moisture, so you don't end up with like a really dry, tight face after you use them. And they're just overall no frills. They don't have scents. It's just a very basic texture. This one specifically comes out in sort of a gel feel, and as you kind of like lather it up on your face, it turns to more of a cream. So that's why it has that gel to cream name. So if you're somebody that just really hasn't found your cleanser yet, and if you've been watching me for a while, you probably have already found your cleanser, but if you haven't given this a try, I really encourage you to do so. Paula's Choice is now sold at Sephora. It's also sold on Amazon, and they are a verified seller. But if you buy through their site, they typically have like 20% off site-wide, and you get all of these points and stuff. So if you're gonna order more than one product, definitely go to the Paula's Choice website. You get a lot more discounts and perks by doing that. Again, a great cleanser. If you saw my recent favorites video, you'll also know that I found another cleanser that I love that has kind of edged out the Paula's Choice cleansers, but I still love this one. I will probably repurchase this in the future. Next up, we have the Physicians Formula Sculpting Bronzer. Now this is less of an empty, more of a like expired product. I have had this for probably 2 years at this point, and it's starting to get all these little like bumpy texture markings on the outside, and that just doesn't seem right. It doesn't smell super funky. It's always smelled just sort of waxy, kind of like a crayon, but I really love this bronzer. I got really into cream products this past year and found, you know, a cream bronzer that I loved, a cream blush that I love, a cream highlight that's really nice, because I just feel like it makes your face look really fresh and dewy and youthful. And sometimes too many powder products can make you just look crepey and a little cakey. So I've really enjoyed using cream products, and I'm sad that I have to throw this away, but I just didn't really think it was still like good for my face to use. I was afraid I was gonna get a lot of breakouts from using it, but this is a very seemingly intimidating product that's actually very easy to use and to work with. So how I personally use this was I would just do one strip here, one on my forehead on either side, and then one on the other cheek. And I used this little stipple brush from Eco Tools and just kind of blended it out, buffed it, it thinned out nicely, it blends into your skin so easily. You're not left with like a stripe that you're trying to erase off of your face, if that makes sense. So if you are just now easing into kind of like the cream makeup products, this I feel like is a great one to start with, because I think it will really give you that confidence in working with cream products, and it looks really nice. It's not super orangey. It leaves you with just like a really nice kind of like beachy bronzed look. I know I've mentioned a time or two that we typically always buy hand soap refills instead of individual bottles of hand soap, just to try to cut down on waste. And we have these like nicer little refillable hand soap bottles that just look nice sitting on your counter. So we've recently run out of this one, which is the rainwater scent. First of all, this is super duper fresh, like ocean fresh. Rainwater is probably a pretty good name. You probably see where they're going with it, but I would also call this a more masculine scent. So if you're a really big fan of like the black tie candle from Bath and Body Works or any other sort of like cologne-y type scents, I think you would really like this hand soap. I am definitely gonna repurchase this scent because I feel like it's great, especially as we're headed into these warmer, brighter months with the spring and the summer on the horizon. I know it's just January, but still, I don't know. I feel like this just gets me into the beachy mindset. I love Mrs. Meyer's hand soaps. I feel like they don't dry your hands out. They smell really good, and they have that good, lasting, lingering scent. And these refills, I wanna say this costs like $10, and I can probably refill one hand soap bottle like 3 to 4 times. So it's a really good value, and again, it's a lot less waste in the long run. Another Paula's Choice product that has definitely seen better days. I feel like this is all dirty and wrinkled, but this is the Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense with Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is definitely my favorite everyday SPF. So I do wear sunscreen every single day, but I don't want it to feel like I'm walking out to go to the beach every day either. I don't want a sunscreen that's hard to rub in. I don't want it to have a white cast because I'm typically layering makeup on top of it. And I want it to just be a nice, like thin fluid texture that sinks into your skin. And this ticks all the boxes. So it doesn't have a sunscreeny smell. It's unscented. It smells, I don't know, just kind of like nothing. And it's tinted, so it's not gonna give you full coverage. It's not a replacement for a BB cream or a CC cream, but I do think that it does do a good job of lightly evening out your skin tone. And this also layers really, really well under makeup. So if you have been struggling, or maybe you're using like a straight up beach sunscreen is what I call it, where it looks kind of greasy and it's really emollient and everything on your face, try this out. I think that it would incentivize you to use an SPF every day, which we all should be, because this is so easy and enjoyable to apply. Like, it's not a hassle, it's just a good step in your getting ready process that you enjoy. Another trial size product for us here, and this is the Tatcha Water Cream. And I think that the name is spot on because this moisturizer is watery. Like, I would say the only time I use this and it was fine and effective is during the day. I typically lean toward lighter weight moisturizers because I am using several products and putting several layers on my skin as I put makeup on and SPF, as we just talked about. And this just felt watery. And I felt like this is a very, very expensive moisturizer that a lot of people talk about, but I didn't really think that it did great things for my skin. So I'm really excited that I got to try this in a trial size, but I don't think that I would ever pay full price for this, because if I'm gonna take the time to use a moisturizer on my face, I really want it to feel like it's locking in moisture and it's making my face feel more plump. So it's not that this didn't do anything, it's just that it definitely had a watery quality to it. And I don't know how many people are out there being like, I would like my moisturizer to be watery. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of a weird concept. I feel like this product is a really good one to follow that Tatcha Water Cream because, well, let me tell you what it is. This is the Hanalei Aloe Gel. This came in a Cause box when they were still called Cause box. Now all true. Probably again like 2 years or so. So it's definitely time for me to move on from this product. This is just aloe vera. Like, it's not claiming to be anything other than that, but I'm kind of like, well, why are we packaging fancy aloe vera if you can just get the aloe vera that's like green and goes in your fridge? Or just get an aloe vera plant. So we could just like crack off a leaf of that and use the aloe. So I don't really know how expensive this is because this came in a subscription box, but I just don't know if I need to have fancy aloe. The reason I say this is good to follow the Tatcha is because you know the feel of aloe. You can see the gel in there. When you put it on your skin, it feels kind of gel-like. And as you rub it in, it thins out and feels sort of watery. That is how I felt about that Tatcha Water Cream. So I feel like you get kind of a similar effect from just using basic aloe that you do from using that water cream. So I did use this in some of the summer months if I got a little sun on my shoulders or something, but ultimately I would just use this as a moisturizer during the day because it is super lightweight. You can use this kind of all over. I never had breakouts or anything, so it was just a very easy product to use, but not one that I'm just clamoring to have back in my bathroom because, again, I'm looking for something that's a little bit more moisturizing than this. While this was good and it smelled nice and it's a no frills, very clean product, I feel like you can just use regular aloe. A favorite. This is the Method Body Wash. This one specifically is the Stay Hydrated version. I thought that this kind of had, yeah, a coconutty kind of tropical smell. Very nice, very pleasant, not overpowering. And this one is supposed to be obviously moisturizing because it's called Stay Hydrated. I love these body washes. I've had a million different kinds. I really love the pink bottle that's called Pure Peace and the green bottle that's called like Energy something. It has like a green tea kind of scent to it and it's very like tart and tangy. Love that one. These are like $5 at Target, and I also love that they're not gel-like. I feel like, are you sensing a theme here? I'm sensing a theme here. I like body washes and lotions and moisturizers of all kind to be really creamy, and I'm using a body wash in my shower right now that I like just fine, but it is that gel texture, and I feel like this one did such a better job of frothing on my skin and leaving my skin feeling overall more hydrated than the gel-based body washes. And if you have similar taste to me, definitely check these out. They're a great price point and they're super duper accessible. And the last product in the box this month is this Maybelline New York, the Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. This stuff I actually really liked, and I have been very loyal to the L'Oreal Lash Paradise for many years, but as I've talked about before, it started drying out a lot quicker. I felt like I was having to buy it more often. It was getting a little bit flaky because it was drying out so quickly, and so I just needed to be brave and try a new mascara, which is not easy for me to do because I'm super picky with my mascaras. Mostly because I feel like I deal with a lot of transfer issues, like on my upper brow bone. I know not everybody deals with that, but that is definitely a pain point for me. And I felt like this one did not transfer, which was awesome. And it did a great job of actually lengthening and separating my lashes and making them really voluminous, much like the Lash Paradise. This also lasted me a bit longer, probably a month longer than my typical Lash Paradise bottles would. Oh, and it came off really easily with any cleanser that I was using. And I have mine in the shade Blackest Black. So I can totally see myself repurchasing this. But right now I'm using the Merit mascara, which I really like because it's a tubing mascara. So it basically falls off of your eyelashes once you add hot water to it. It doesn't smear or anything under your eyes. And I really like that one too. Very effective, but you do have to put several coats on, whereas I feel like you can get away with like 1 to 2 coats with this and have like that max impact on your lashes. And that is everything. Those are all of the Empty products for the month of January. I typically just do these whenever I have like a substantial amount of products. So who knows when the next one will be, probably in a few months if I were to guess. But if you like these videos, I have an entire playlist. I've been doing Empties videos for a really long time. If you liked this video, then like it. Stick around, subscribe, join the community, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.